What's up, everybody? This is episode 5. The challenge was country music sampled. And this is how I made this beat. I'm going to play it for everybody first. Here we go, all the way through.
Yeah, this bull only has one horn, but he knows exactly where the end of it is.
They come in 3.5 seconds out of the lead, and the number 1 team. He's about to lose his rope. Right to the knot. Right to the knot. We're looking at 8:06. Unbelievable.
To the ground, and she get on top of me. She's having a ball, taking it all. There just ain't no stopping me. This rodeo ride got me so high. When she looking back at me, she's taking control. Let me go. She's taking it out on me. Strap your boots and saddle up to the rodeo coming tonight.
All right. So that was a track. So I'm going to walk you through how I did it as quick as I can here. First is there's 2 different songs that I'm sampling. Of all country music, the stuff that I could probably get the most down with is anytime that there's a pedal steel guitar. That's a guitar that is kind of like you either play it on your lap or it's a long board here and it has pedals. And when you click on the pedal, it actually lets the sound kind of like sustain longer. And it's the stuff that you hear kind of crying in the background, like, that's a pedal steel, right? So I knew I wanted to find that and bring that in some way. I hunted down an artist who was like known for being like a crazy good pedal steel player. His name is Little Roy Wiggins. So I'm going to try to get all these track names right, and I'll put it on this after the fact, or I'll tweet it out. But basically, there's 2 samples. I'm going to go through them really quick. So here's the main sample. So it is right cha. I'm just going to play it really quick.
I'm throwing my...
Okay, so the artist there is Eddie Arnold, and that same steel player played with this guy and did all his like bluesy sounding, crazy country sounding pedal steel stuff. And all I did was I just I played that out basically on the pad. So I chopped up that sample. So the dun dun dun, those are the 2 notes, and I just kind of played it on one pad and played it on the other pad, and I'll actually show you exactly how that looks. Really quick. If I press play, you should see. So that's all I'm doing basically. Is just I forgot exactly what. Something like that. So just taking the 2 notes in one pad and then 2 notes on another pad and going back and forth. So it's really kind of like from the 1 to the 5, the 1 to the 5. So it sounds really folky and it sounds major sounding. And that's how I built the track, is just playing that main thing So when you look at the sample, the main sample here, and it just writes itself, right? So that's the main thing that I'm using. The other thing is taking some harmonies, and it's another sample from another pedal steel guitar player. So here it is. Okay, and I'll tweet out the name of that track, but basically I'm going. I'm just getting funky with that on one pad, and then another pad is pitched up, so it's going up a perfect fourth, right? So if you play them together, they're already harmonized because it's in a major key, so it's going to be the root and then the major fourth, so it's going to sound good. So what I was doing is going just something like that. So those are the two main samples that I'm using to build this track, is just the main dong ding dong ding dong ding, and then I'm playing a harmony on top of it and just messing around with how those sound. Okay, nothing crazy there, right? But as soon as I got that root of the song, I am a big fan of Jadena, and that kind of like flowy rap is kind of like what I was going for. I heard something that was kind of like a derivative of like the new Lil Nas X that was going to be kind of like sexy and have like a lot of innuendo in it, and that was what I went for. So the drums are real simple. I actually didn't do much of the drums at all, but the only thing I focused on was what is going to sound country, some sort of bell, and some sort of like tin sounding glass or glass type of percussion. So I have a whole track here of just percussion against the drums. So this is at a higher BPM. It's 121. So I kind of wrote it in halftime feel, but all of the percussion and even the hi-hat is all on a triplet feel. So I'm going to play just the drums and just the percussion here, and you can hear it here. So there's just a turnaround at the end, right? So nothing crazy is going on with the drums. The other samples I took were all old. Like after I wrote the whole track, I'm like, I gotta shove some stuff in here. So I took a bull riding track, stole it from some ESPN3 bull riding show, some horse wrangling show. I stole a track, and these are just sports announcers and rodeo announcers, because the whole thing was going to have a vibe of like country, rodeo, etc. So it had that folky vibe, but then I kind of was trying to infuse the hip hop on top of it. And then the last thing I took samples of, all the guys kind of hollering, was from some hollering contest. So look it up, but you know, I guess like when you're on the farm and you need to shout to somebody, you could holler at them, and it sounds a little something like this. All right, so you got some hollering in there, which you can hear over the chorus. The other things are just bass. Again, I played bass, and this time I did the same thing I did last week. I took the bass line that I played on the bass, and I found the whistle sub from Gospel Music VST, and I played those together. So you can hear a super low sub, and it has like an octave, like 3 octaves up is a whistle sounding part. So you get like the super low spectrum and the super high spectrum, and then in the middle, or closer to the bottom, is the lower frequency is my bass playing. So I'll play those together here. This is bass guitar and the sub together really quick. And that's it. It's just a loop over and over. Now, to end this off, I am not a rapper either. I cannot really rap. I could kind of put some sort of like rhythm of like how the flow should go. And I said, I'm going to take a step even further into a realm that I am not comfortable. And that is this realm right here. I knew that I wanted to be like some sexy rodeo thing. So, you know, shout out again to my writing partner, my wife, we went and wrote some sexy flow here. And then the hook too, again, is just like a rodeo, whatever, like you get it. And then I just sing in harmony in the background. The only other weird thing that you'll hear is some guitar, and the guitar is just like I try to get twangy with the guitar. So here I'll play just the bass and the guitar together so you can hear what the guitar is doing. Okay, and then that is really it. But I know E wants to hear this flow one more time because it's so sick. So I'm just gonna...
She's tying me down to the ground, and she get on top of me. She's having a ball, taking it all. There just ain't no stopping me. This rodeo ride got me so high when she looking back at me. She's taking control, let me go. She's taking it out of me. And saddle up to the rodeo coming tonight.
All right, I'm messing around. Okay, I'm opening it up. That's how I made this beat, episode 5. Country music sampled. I sampled it. Open it up to the guys.
What the fuck?
That was wild, Core. Quick question: that bass line and the high frequency note that you put together,
Yeah.
Those are two separate sounds that you layered on top of each other, or?
No, the VST is so again, everybody, I'm using Beatmaker 3 and some of the, I guess, more well-known VSTs, the plugins for this app is one is made by gospel musicians, and they are they've been around for a long time, and they just break down like everything related to just, you know, playing in church essentially and creating actual sounds for MIDI controllers and plugins for musicians. They do a lot of chord breakdowns and just like teaching a lot of keys and stuff like that. So they made a plugin, and they have an upgrade that's called Bassalicious, and one of the bass samples is called Whistle Sub, and it is nasty, man. It's just a bass sub plus that whistle is combined in it. So when you play a note, you get both of those notes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
No, so let's fuck the bass for right now, okay? Yo. See, so here's, okay, let me explain something about my beat in relation to my question. So okay. I told P, I said, P, I can't not have vocals on my beat this week, but I have no way to record. So I had to put vocals on my beat this week. So I knew you were going to do something, but I did not know you were going to take it this far. As I recall, I know you love to show off, but I never thought that you would take it this far. What do I know? Flashing lights, right? It was dope, though. It was dope. In the beginning, I'm like, what is this, a horse race? What is this? This person announcing? What the fuck is this announcer doing? And then
play that announcer again real quick. I want to hear that.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's 3 samples. The first announcer is the funniest. It's like, this bull only has 1 horn or something. I'll play it really quick. Here it is. Oh, that's not. Yeah, it is. There it is. One more time. Bring it back.
Yeah, this bull only has 1 horn, but he knows exactly where the end of it is.
They come in 3.5 seconds out of the lead, and the number 1 team. He's about to lose his rope. Right to the knot. Right to the knot. We're looking at 8:06. Unbelievable.
Here we go. Right up, Tuffy. Right up, he's knocked out. Open that gate, boys. Open the gate.
That's it. So the one was just some random bullfight or bull ride. Another one was some like the guys that are on horses and run down the small little cattle, and they grab it with their rope. And then the last one was like one of the baddest bulls ever, called Bodacious, and he was messing people up back in the day. And it was like the worst bullfighting, fails where dudes got wrecked, and that bull wrecked this dude. Yeah. So, yeah.
Are you rapping about getting wrecked?
It's a little bit of a sexy rap there.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, did you get wrecked in your rap? Like, did you try to tame the cattle and it didn't work? Is that what
something got tamed? Something got tamed.
No, it's dope though. Definitely dope. Very different. That bass is ridiculous, and that drum pattern is super dope. Yeah, Pete, pack that up. Send that over to me. I like. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting any of that from you this week. I was not expecting it at all. So
yeah, it was
very
a short
different
week,
type of track. Very, very fun. Still very creative at the same time.
I gotta step my vocal game up because this dude would just be. So do you record in with a microphone or you record just into your iPad?
No, I got a mic. I got a Sterling Audio. I think I showed you guys. Actually, if anybody doesn't know about this brand, it's called Sterling Audio. One of the engineers that I work with, he recommended them, and I got a condenser mic from them, and it is really good. I'm still getting used to it because I have little recording, like personal home recording experience. So I'm playing with it, and I think everything I recorded wasn't that great because I figured something out at the last second. But I've been using this for most of the stuff that I'm singing, and then Sterling Audio also makes speakers that like studio monitor speakers, and it's like a secret, man. These things are really affordable and again really great quality. So shout out to Sterling Audio because this stuff is really nice. But yeah, that's what I'm using. Just one condenser mic going straight into at the time I think I was using an iRig, so just an iRig Pre, so it allows you to power the condenser mic, and that's going straight into the iPad, and I'm recording it all on Beatmaker 3. So all these light blue tracks, these are all the tracks that are recorded, guitar, bass, and then vocals. And sometimes when I use a plugin, I will actually play it out on the pad first, and then I will take that audio and drop it down into its own track. So I'm recording what I'm playing. So it's just not the MIDI playing live, it's just the audio being recorded. And that's just something that I've been trying to do just to save RAM and space, so it's not like blowing up on me when I add like 1,000 tracks. But yeah, that's it.
I like
cool.